Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Altcoin Mentors YouTube channel. My name is Peter, and today I'm going to be doing our weekly technical analysis of Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies that we currently follow. Our main goal here at Altcoin Mentors is to help as many people as possible achieve their goal of financial freedom. We believe trading cryptocurrencies is an opportunity of a lifetime. By the end of this video, you should have a better understanding of where Bitcoin and the other crypto coins are going in the near term and long term future. If you like our videos, please follow us on Twitter and on Telegram. We also have a model portfolio for our 2K 5X challenge, where we're currently up 3X, right? 3 times. So I turned 2,000 to 6,000, just trading Bitcoin 1-to-1, going long, short, etc. I haven't made many trades recently, so I really updated it, but soon I will be, and I'll tell you why. So if you like to be notified of our latest videos, please hit the bell button. Okay, so let's start with Bitcoin. So let's talk about why I haven't been trading for the 2K 5X challenge, and you'll see why if you look at the weekly charts. Started going down, down, down. I made money up, down, up, down, up, down, and now it's just been going sideways, right? So sometimes the best trade, the best thing to do in trading is not to trade. Right? So, because you don't know what's going to happen, right? Nobody does. But the key word is that what you want to do is you want to make things a habit, and you want to turn it so that you put yourself in a position where luck can find you. Because that's really what it is. Because no one knows what the markets are going to do. Like, we are not, whales. We don't move the markets, right? So even though I trade quite a bit, I don't have the ability to move anything, right? So what I'm doing is I look at the chart and I see where I think that potential support, resistance, the trends are going to be, and I try to catch the wave and I try to ride the wave as long as I can. Some of the waves are short, some of the waves are big. So, I don't create the waves. I just tend to ride them. So before, when I first started this, I was doing a lot of day trading for the 2K 5X challenge. But, people were like, well, we don't really day trade. I'm looking for swings, long-term stuff. So I did that. And then, the summer came and things just went sideways, up, down, up, down. I was waiting for swings and I never saw one because we're in such a tight market, right? So how can you swing anything if you're in, for Bitcoin, for example, if you're in a market of, like a 10% range, 12, 15% range for the whole summer? Because how much money are you trying to make? Because you can't catch it. No one can really catch the bottom, and you can't really catch the top, right? So if you just want to put a buy order every time at 6,000, just go long, and then at 6,700, I guess just go short. You can do that, but then, the one time it does break upside or the other side, then you get really hurt. Just like what happened with Bitfinex last week. So let me show you, right? So imagine if that's what you were doing, right? Buy at 6,000 or whatever levels you were doing, and then you put your stop loss at 6,700, but then boom, this one candle comes in, right? How do you know you got filled at 6,700 exit, right? You don't know, right? So let's say you went short at 6,700, and then and then it never went down, and then how do you know you got filled, right? So on Bitcoin, especially on a Bitfinex, you didn't, because the reason why there's this big wick is because everyone had stop orders, market stop orders, right? So they had stop market orders. They just kept on going. And what if you got filled at like 7,600, 7,700? So, you just don't know. So because of that, I haven't been trading swings. So all I've been doing is day trading. So that's what I'm going to concentrate on for the foreseeable future until things really change. So currently, if you look at the market, it's just going sideways for Bitcoin. If you look at it on a shorter term chart, right, you'll see that it's going down. So it had this big move to the upside. People ask me, what do you think is going to happen with Bitcoin now? And I said it's going to go back to its range, because this was because of what happened with Bitfinex and with Tether and their banking situation. It spiked up. Because if you look at all the other charts on Binance, if you look at BitMax, it never went up to 7,700, 6,600, 6,700. That was probably at the top of the range. And then now it's just settling down, and it's tracking a little bit lower. So here I'm not really looking to do anything, because the medium-term trend is down. So the only thing I'm willing to do here is to go short, even after this big move up here, right? So this is, a relatively decent move, but it's only 3%. So people, if you FOMOed in, you might have gotten, caught, right? So what you want to do is you want to wait a little bit. So that's what I've really been doing with Bitcoin. So Ether looks pretty much the same thing. If you've been following us for a while, you know that I've been shorting Ether, the whole summer. So on a daily, it just looks bad. It hit major resistance, major support here, broke through, and now has become resistance. And it's every time it's kind of gone near that range, I've just been shorting. Right, that's all I've been doing. So you look at it, short. So what's really interesting is that the four major currencies that I track on Bitfinex pretty much have the same charts: Bitcoin, Ether, EOS, and XMR. So trading one or the other doesn't really seem to make a difference nowadays. The ranges are very, very tight. But if you look at things like XMR is the only one that is trading maybe a little bit differently, but it's still in a negative trend. I thought that it might break up past it, but it really hasn't. It hit, as you can see, the 50 on the 90 and started to go back down, and doesn't really look that good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the things that I am excited about. So because day trading is in my wheelhouse. This is what I do really, really well. So most of the time I trade index futures and currencies. And so I day trade, these things. I rarely hold things overnight. Sometimes I will take swings with, bigger stops if if I have like a monster profit. Other than that, I go in and I go out, several times in a day. So the things that I'm excited about are, first of all, I'll go to Icon. So people will say, well, why are you excited about Icon? Right? Because it looks like it's going down. Yeah, but right now, though, if you look at it, so here, what happened with the Icon is that it hit support, and it's been going sideways. But the cool thing is if you drill down to a smaller time frame, right, you'll see that it has some decent range, right? So unlike Bitcoin and some of the other things, like this is actually a pretty good range right over here, right? So this is like an 8% range. That's not bad for one day. So are you going to catch 8%? No. But you know what? You can catch 2%, 3%, 4%, if you're lucky. So because of that, these are the things that I am looking for. So what I'm looking for now is a setup to the upside, right? And I might actually go long, because if you look at it on a longer time frame, over here, right? So this is my target area. So now if you look at it here, the waves, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And so finally we have a new higher high. This is kind of a low. It broke it. So now we have a higher low and a higher high. So we'll see where it goes. But if it continues to keep this track up, it can go all the way up here, right? So if it does that, that means that it has another 10%, move, potential move to it. So I'm going to be tracking this. So what I would do is I would wait for a signal somewhere maybe around the 50 to 200 and go long, and then hope that it'll go up to the upside. So that's what I mean about put yourself in a position where luck can find you, right? So I don't really know if it's going to go, because technical analysis really, for a lot of the new people that are watching the videos, or for who are new to trading, right? The definition of technical analysis, when it started like in the 60s and 70s, right, is that this is a chart of psychology. This is supply and demand. That's what all technical analysis really is. So people say things like, "Oh yeah, there's all these algos and all this other stuff." But listen, there's no algos in Icon, right? It's just too small, right? No one's doing this stuff. So what you're doing is you're going against all the other day traders and all the other speculators that are out there. Right? There are no institutions in this market. There are some, crypto funds, but they're hodlers, right? They're not like day trading this stuff. So basically, because of that, if you trade some of the smaller coins, you can, if you have a little bit of an edge, right, you can make some decent money. So let's talk about the other thing I'm excited about, Enigma. So Enigma, I tweeted about this a while ago, up over here. If you look at the charts on the 90-minute, see it's been going sideways. But look at the range though. It's actually pretty good. So if you look at the ranges here, from 8,600 all the way up to 10.6, that's 25%. That's pretty good, right? So can you catch all the 25%? No, but if you wait for certain trends. So I was long up here on this run. This is major support up here. It went up, and look what happened here. Hit major support and went right back up. So if we go down to a smaller chart, right? So I was long up here. I got out over here, right? Because this is a double top, right? So you can put your stop loss here or here, right? When you have a failed top over here, right, you can put it to the lows. So if you were really good, you could do it there. I'm not that good. I got out over here. So I made a little bit of money, not a whole lot of money. And as it was going down, I'm waiting because I'm waiting for things to ramp up. So you have to be very, very careful. So you have a lower low here, and people think, oh, you have a higher high, you have a higher low. You have a higher high. So now you're gonna get in. No, right? What you want to do is you want to wait, right? You want to really see if this is a dip, a higher high, higher low, or is it a curl, right? So curls are the little fake outs that can happen, the little traps. So you have to be very careful of that. So hit major support, bounce back up. And I was talking to someone yesterday. I was actually waiting to go long, on Enigma, right? Waiting. And then I finally got in, right? Now I'm still long. And so I'll show you over here, my stop loss, right, is right here. So I have it at green because it's at a profit. So, at a small profit. So I went long. Now I'm in. And we'll see what happens. So if it breaks out here, I think it can go a little bit higher. I look at on the 90-minute. I'm hoping that it goes up here, right? And if it does that, then it's not gonna be so bad. I'm gonna make about 10%, off this trade. So that's not so bad. So another one I'm looking excited for is ZRX. So ZRX is something I've been tweeting about for a while, right? So now on a shorter time frame, it's been going a little bit higher. I'm not in a position now, but I'm looking to get in. And I might get back in pretty soon because you can see it. It kind of based over here. And then now, as it's going a little bit higher, it's creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. You need confirmation, right? So that's really the key. Sometimes it's like, did you buy it over here? No, I didn't buy it over there, right? So higher high, higher low, and then you need confirmation. Higher high, higher low. Now, I'm a believer, and I'm willing to go. So what I'll do is, if I go in long, so here is if. I'm just giving you a scenario. So the hypothetical is if I went in long here, right, actually over here because I'm waiting for confirmation, right, then what I would do is I would put my stop loss over here at the low of the wave. Because when is your theory about higher highs and higher lows invalidated? When you create a new low, right? That's pretty simple. So if I got in here, I didn't, right? If I got in here, then I would put my stop loss over here. If it creates a new low, then you know that the higher high, higher low situation is invalid. I'll go to the last one. So Link. So Link is something that I am currently in. I just got in long. And so same kind of situation. I talked to you about just a couple minutes ago on 0x. Same thing, right? I waited for it to run up, wait for it to come back down a little bit, go long, and now when is my theory invalidated? My theory is invalidated when you have a lower low. So as it goes higher and higher and higher, if it creates, so for example, if it creates new high past this wave over here, what I will do then is I will move it to a profit and move it over there, small profit. But for now, it is right here. So that's really what you're trying to do. So what I've been doing is, if you look at my tweet from before, I started checking out Link October 23rd, right? So our call 2 weeks ago on Link, if you don't follow us on Twitter, you should, right? Was 2 weeks ago on Link, and I said that next major resistance, my major target is 9,500. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna hold it. No. What it means is I'm going to trade it because that's the market right now. It's been going up, down, up, down, up, down. So as it's been going higher and higher and higher, or high, low, high, low, high, low, I've just been buying it. So this is what I tweeted out last week. Same thing, right? Bitcoin's going sideways. I just went long on link. So I'll show you where I want link. See, this is the same chart. I don't really change my charts. So you look at the price. I got in at 6801. Sorry, 6900 in that area. I put my stop below the wave. Right, I'm not really changing anything. That's a setup. And look at where we are. Look where we are now. I got it all the way down here. Right, so I traded it up, hit resistance, bottom of the profit zone, got out. Went long again. Put my stop. So I'll show you another tweet. Call it the anatomy of a trade. Here we go. Right, so basically the idea is very simple. Right, so if it closes above resistance, I will move the stop to below resistance and then trail tight previous low. Right, so that's pretty simple. Right, so what that means is that if it breaks resistance up here, what I will do is I will move my stop from the low of the wave up to below the resistance, and if it breaks, I will move it to a trailer previous low. That's very, very simple. So the trading style is not too difficult because I don't want to stay in these positions for a very long time. I'm happy making, 3%, 4%, on my money. I'm not trying to make 50, 60, 100%, 200% on one single trade. So as a day trader, I try to catch small moves. So same thing, like yesterday, I caught a move up over here as it broke through. I just played the waves. I got caught here, right? So am I perfect? No, because as it broke down, it broke a little bit higher. I moved it to the bottom, and then boom, it caught me. I was the bottom, right? I was the sucker that got out. But guess what? Now I'm back in it, right? So it's okay. Like no one is perfect. Right, so that is the thing, is that when you want to try to strive for perfection, right, what you're going to do is you're going to have a hard time with that because no one is that good, right? No one is. So what you want to do is you just want to trade in a consistent manner, right? And by taking small profits, and my phrase always is little by little equals a lot. So you make 3%, 4%, 5%, little by little, and all of a sudden, your account is growing. So now your account, you add all those positions up, and now your account is up 10%, right? In like a week. And then you do it again, and then all of a sudden your account is up, 15, 20%, in a month. So that's the slow growth that we're talking about. We're not talking about turning $2,000 into $20,000 in 1 month. Right? We're talking about is turning 2,000, or whatever amount of money that you have, into, 3,000, 4,000, slowly, and then work it up because we have time until you become a more consistent trader. Then you can put more money in because now you have a proven case, right? You have a good case study on your own. You track your performance, and then now you can make more money. So the other ones, XZC. TradingView is having a hard time with this. So XCC, BTS, Raven, they're not really doing anything. So I'm only going to be talking about the stuff that I'm excited about on a technical level. So right now on a short-term view, I am excited about ICX, Enigma, 0x, and Link. Hope you enjoyed watching our video. Please subscribe to our channel and follow us on Twitter and on Telegram. Once again, thank you very much for watching. If you like our videos, please share it with your friends and other crypto traders. If you have any questions, please ask away in the comment section below. We do a very good job of answering all of your comments and questions right away. Thank you again for watching, and see you in our next video.